Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. Today I thought I would talk about XenoThreat. If you watched the live stream on Saturday, my org took on XenoThreat a couple of times that night. It was a lot of fun. We're pretty darn organized for the most part. We did have some comm issues doing it, but we had 20 to 25 people doing XenoThreat, which was a blast. If you guys don't know what XenoThreat is an outlaw group out of the Pyro system that they're completely against aliens and corporate ideology. So they've kind of invaded Stanton a few times over the last couple of years, and we've had to repel them. Now, they start off by attacking some supply ships that are trying to resupply a UEE destroyer by the name of Warhammer at ISC Jericho out near Microtech. So they come in and they destroy these supply ships. They go on board and they try to take out anybody that comes on board to try to recover those supplies and get it to the Javelin. So in phase 1 of this XenoThreat invasion, XenoThreat just kind of says they're going to invade, and the CDF, which is the Civilian Defense Force, tells you that, you know, hey, we're gonna get the CDF together so that civilians can help repel this invasion of this outlaw group coming from Pyro. Phase 2 is the actual supply phase where they're attacking the supply ships. The best way to take this on is really there's two different parts you have to play. You either can go and collect the supplies from the starfarers that get destroyed, or you can actually protect them to where they don't get destroyed at all. And if you do that, they will get the supplies to Jericho for you. But if they do get destroyed, you have to send in a crew to get these supplies. Now, there's 3 different color supplies that you have to deal with. There's the green boxes, there's the blue boxes, and the yellow boxes. It's Dilithermax. Well, I can't go through the names because I can't remember off the top of my head. But you have to collect them, and one of them is quantum sensitive, so you have to fly it back about 600 kilometers without going into quantum. Another one is impact sensitive, so if you jostle and ram into things, it's liable to explode. And the other one is time sensitive, so you have to fly it back in time in order for it not to explode. So they all have some different characteristics. Sometimes it's more beneficial to fly the 2 that are non-quantum sensitive back together. Sometimes it's just better to just throw them all on one ship and go. Just take care of one wreck at a time and throw them all on there. But first thing you have to do is clear the wrecks of any XenoThreat members that may be on board. So you have to be careful which corners you go around and all of that. The other part of it is that you have to take care of all the fighters that XenoThreat brings in. They bring in a swarm of fighters. They're Arrows, Mantises, Vanguards, Cuddy Blacks. So they bring in all sorts of different fighters that you have to contend with. So while people are actually getting supplies, you have to protect their ships, because the fighters are going after their ships to keep them from getting those supplies back to the UEE Javelin Warhammer. So that's basically how Phase 2 will operate until you get enough of the supplies back to Jericho, or when an enemy Idris jumps into Jericho, if it's able to destroy the Javelin, they could potentially win the phase and win the entire mission. When that happens, you have to jump back, or you have to send your fighters back to Jericho to deal with that Idris. You could either destroy the Idris, or you could take out all the fighter support and it'll jump out. Once you've completed phase 2, a few moments later, phase 3 will pop in, and the whole objective of phase 3 is to take out all the enemy Idrises, and there will be 3 of them that will come in. The first one is pretty much by itself, and then the other 2 will come in together. Now, if you were able to resupply the Javelin in phase 2 successfully, they will come to your aid and help you deal with the Idrises. I will tell you, Phase 3 is way, way, way easier if you have torpedo ships like a Retaliator or Eclipse. If you bring those ships to Phase 3, you won't have a whole lot of problems dealing with the Idris. At least if you have a fair amount of people on the server that are participating in this mission. Then you can make a gob of money doing XenoThreat. Honestly, it's definitely worth the time, the amount of money you make. You make like 2,000 credits every few minutes. I mean, it just pours in. And then if you take a call to arms as one of the missions, then you get, of course, credits for every bad guy that you kill and all of that. So you can definitely rack up a ton of money. Now, they have gone and done something for us for this XenoThreat mission in order for you to be able to be more prepared to face it. They have put a bunch of ships on sale. The Avenger Titan is $55, the Gladius is $90, the Buccaneer $110, the Ares Ion $250, the Inferno $250, and the Eclipse $300. They also have some multi-crew ships on sale, like the Gladiator for $165, the Hurricane for $195, which, by the way, is a beast. The Vanguard Warden at $260, Vanguard Sentinel at $275, the Retaliator Bomber at $275, the Vanguard Harbinger at $290, and the Redeemer at $325, and finally, the Hammerhead at $725. Or you could get the whole pack. The whole pack, the CDF Call to Arms pack, is $630 for Warbond, or $700 if you don't do it on Warbond. That comes with 12-month insurance, so pretty neat that they're doing that for everybody. And then you have a few ships available for Warbond upgrade, like the Eclipse, Hurricane, and Hammerhead. Those are all available for Warbond upgrade. So guys, have you participated in XenoThreat yet? Is it something you're interested in doing? Is it something that you just haven't been able to tip your toes into yet? I mean, I really enjoyed doing the XenoThreat mission, and like I said, we did like 4 or 5 hours of it on Saturday night. My stream was 6 hours long, so we did it 2 or 3 times. Sometimes the servers will be bugged and the mission will be bugged. So you just leave that server and try to get onto another server, and you'll be able to find a mission that works. I do know that they've been putting out hot fixes for several of the servers over the last few days and fixing some of those issues. You'll always have some sort of little issues here and there that cause problems. Like, we had the communication issue on Gilded. Not anything that's CIG's fault at all. It was just our Gilded channel was kind of wacky. We decided to split into 3 or 4 groups to take the mission on, and so there wasn't so much cross-channel chatter. And the problem was that when we put our whisper keys set up, we had some issues talking to one another. Some people couldn't hear. Some people's whisper keys were always on, even though they weren't pressing them. So that's definitely something that we need to get with Gilded on and try to fix. If you guys are using Gilded, have you had similar issues recently with it? And let me know if you found a fix for it. We're always interested in that. Guys, what do you think of XenoThreat? Let me know in the comments down below. I really do appreciate everybody tuning in and watching the videos. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. If you're interested in contributing to the channel, you can do that through Patreon or the YouTube members program. It's only like $1 to get into the YouTube members program. So I really do appreciate everything you guys do to contribute, including watching the ads, clicking on the ads. All that really helps. With that said, I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.